Yeah, the title speaks for itself. He's not the only one. Sorry to see a brother go like this, but I think some of those sisters willingly, they willingly participated in that dysfunctional activity when it comes to these little harems of lust and excuse me for that, and debauchery. I mean, I thought, the first time he learned this lesson, but apparently not. It's a time that, unfortunately, you gotta call it like you said. You know what I'm saying? As a black man, I've been down that road, family. I messed with some ladies of the night, if you will. I done rolled the dice and came out fine and lucky, but everyone don't come out. You might come out with a disease you can't get rid of. See, when it all comes down to it, it's about ethics. It's about laws. It's about the black man and the black woman respecting each other and coming together as one. All that other bullshit, excuse me, that's what it is, bullshit. And that's what causes a lot of problems in our relationships, Men ain't being men no more and women ain't being women no more. And there's certain rules and regulations to the game. All that is perversion. A lot of people don't want to hear it. But it is what it is. The world would be a better place if people, if the black man and the black woman stay in their place to speak and know your role. It's a shame to see us getting in these sexual controversy fiascos, and everyone chiming in and going in on R. Kelly, and everyone have mixed emotions and stuff like this. But you gotta ask yourself, what's up, Philip Scott? You gotta ask yourself, man, what's really going on? I feel as though, I don't endorse this, but if you're gonna do something, do it the right way. That's why it's some kind of mental illness. Now, you're a brother, you got all this money, that's what you like to do. Why won't you just go and get you a brothel house that in some states they legalize it, a strip club or something? You got the pick of the flock. You know what I'm saying? Why get underage women and stuff like this, knowing there's gonna be repercussions? Knowing that in this law that's governed by a certain age, like in other foreign countries, you can marry a young lady when she's 14, damn near 13, but that's different countries. In America, that's statutory rape. That's pedophilia. You can't procreate with a teenager. They lock your ass up. 18, you off to the races. You can be 100 years old, but 18 is the legal age as a male. You can be damn near pushing 100 and screwing an 18-year-old, but she legal. That's in America. You legal when you 18. But in other countries, they pick those women out when they 14, 13. They marry them at that age in other countries. And it's ordained in other countries. That's other countries, not this country. And you try to do that in this country, they lock your ass up. That's the way it is. You gotta see you gotta see it for what it's worth, family. I don't like it simply because I feel as though even the sexual deviancy that be going on and pedophilia within inside the intermediate melanated families, man. Let the young women grow up, man. Let them live out their childhood, you know. See, when you take the innocence from a person that is budding and trying to figure out the mysteries of life when they're growing up, and when you put a fork in the road, and because you didn't take the opportunity when you was their age, and now you want to go back, reach back, you know, you got some of these dudes looking at these youngins like that, you know, they want to devour them like mad dogs out in these streets. You know, it looks good, but you got to ask yourself, why you going to corrupt and deflower something that is not even mature yet? What can you really do with that? You know, and she looking for guidance. You know, she looking for a father figure. You know what I'm saying? She haven't grew up yet. So when you just go in there, go and mess with these kids, and they underage, you destroying their life. Simply because, and when these young girls get pregnant, teenage pregnancy, they haven't finished school. Some of them got to drop out because the family structure is messed up, and they got to fend for their kids. You know, some of them go back and get their equivalency. You know, they get their GED or whatever, but some don't. You know, then some get dependent on other things. Then they get on to Social Security, but they didn't. I mean, yeah, Social Security, food stamps, but they cutting that out. You know. And then it gets worse and worse. And then it starts another generation of dysfunctional behavior. Because you wanted something not for love, for your own loathing as a man. So you go out here and mess with these young women, knowing they haven't completed certain things. And now they have something that they brought in this world, but they can't take care of it because they have a childlike mentality, and they not grown up yet. So it's children raising children practically. And this is why you got so much dysfunctional with these young adults now, because they haven't been raised. Because the people who raised them wasn't even grown up themselves. So it starts a cycle of perpetuating the same old bullshit, family. And it don't get no better. I really don't know the man's background. I know he's from Chicago, I think, but I don't know his background. Well, it seems like he came from a dysfunctional home, and I bet you 9 times out of 10 I'm right. So there you go. Even though he got more money than enough, even though he's a ghost writer, the guy's very talented. Some of the R&B artists, R. Kelly wrote a lot of tracks for a lot of R&B artists. The guy is very talented, but that go to show you something evidently is missing. He can have any woman he desires, but why does he go there? Knowing that the microscope is always on you as being a black person, knowing that a lot of people want to see you fall because you got money and prestige as far as entertainment, knowing they don't want to see you live like that, the enemy, so you fall right into the enemy's hand by doing some of the enemy's things he do. You know, all you can do is pray for the brother. Oh man, it's about to storm like hell out here, family. God damn it, man. Matter of fact, let me get up. Let me get up. Ooh, it's about to storm. Oh yeah, here it comes. God damn. I gotta get up out of here. Aha. family. I get caught up in this shit. I'm done. That's, woo. Well, man's about to storm out here. I'm gonna walk y'all through this, fam. I'm gonna walk y'all through this. Alright, wait on this, cause it's about to be a storm. I'm gonna be in it. I'm gonna be alright though. Shit. You know. Gonna be up in this damn storm. Bear with me, folks. You know what? I got some, I thank y'all both, Philip Scott and Civilian or Sevilla B or something like that. I thank my family. They talking about very bad connection. There's gonna be a very bad connection. Shit. I just got walking through this shit. Shit. Feel good though. I don't care. Let God do his thing. It feel good. Yeah, I'm walking through a storm. It's about to storm down here. I love it though. Yeah, I'm loving this. You gotta do what you gotta do. You know? Yeah, I know. I'll be alright. I'm used to this. I'm used to this, Philip. Plus it been hot as goddamn chitlin grease down here for a whole month almost. You know, I'll run for cover. Don't worry about it. You know. Yeah, buddy. Oh, that feel good, boy. What a relief. Man. Actually, I can stay right here. You know. What amazes me, I ain't hear no thunder. That's pretty good. It's just straight wind. It's coming though. Look at that wind, y'all. Woo! What's up? That's right. God damn. See, this is good weather to bang out to. Let me take that back. See, I'm just talking about R. Kelly. I gotta put a little human in it sometimes, but I'm gonna be honest, I used to have an ex, That was her thing. Stuff like this. Get her horny. You know? You know, the goddamn storm sex. I'm like, man. Yeah, you got that right, man. Y'all hear about that? Y'all hear about that? I'm gonna change up the subjects. Everyone been talking about R. Kelly. He just need help, just like y'all been saying. I'm gonna go ahead and change the subject since I'm out here. Did y'all hear about that that big iceberg in Antarctica that broke off the ice sheet, the size of Delaware? Tons, trillions of tons of weight. Yeah. Earth is changing. The earth is changing. That's what I be looking at. You know, I do stuff about social stuff and about the plight and the sciences of black melanated people, you know, the white supremacy and all the stuff, all the trend of stuff we be talking about on this sector. But pay attention to the signs too, family. Pay attention to the signs. You know, just like the sexual dysfunction was going on with R. Kelly. You know, like I say, he's not the only one. You know, that's why I tell people out here in this reality other than social media, communication is everything. You know, you got to investigate the male, you got to investigate the female. You got to see what their family is all about. People jump in these relationships. Usually, the person acts the way they do because of their family. You know what I'm saying? They're a product of their family. So if you this way and you don't agree with how their family act, and once you come around that environment, the person you with and conversing with and in a relationship with, she 9 times or he 9 times out of 10, it's going to take from the family. It's only right. So if your family tree lived this way and you know you wasn't raised that way, you know what I'm saying? You know you wasn't raised that way, it's going to be a problem. You know? Sometimes it's not necessarily true, but it's usually a needle, you know, like a needle in a haystack, you know? You got a thug family, and then you messing with someone got a righteous family. So you should already know how that's gonna pan out. So, you know, it all interconnects when you look at it. I hate to see brothers and sisters get caught up in this madness, but you got to realize it's an institution. It's an institution of marriage. Like I say, if you're not ready, I say it to, you know, I say it more than often. If you want to play the field, play the field. Don't think about marriage. You're not ready. You want to play the field. See, we want our cake and eat it too. It's crazy. People get married. They wasn't cheating. Now they get married. Then they start cheating like a son of a bitch. I mean, it's crazy. Why did you get married in the first place? Stay single. And I learned one thing as I'm getting older as a black male. Honesty, 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 honesty is the best policy. Don't sit up there, brothers, and lie to that woman. Don't sit up there and don't sit up there and lie to that woman. You know what I'm saying? Cause she know what you know. A black woman always got a couple steps ahead of us, brothers. You can't trick no black woman. You can't trick her. She know when you bullshitting. She probably just want to give you the, you know, she like the way you look. She's curious. She want to give it to you off the bat, off the rip. You know? So why won't you be serious? I mean, some of the times that's what some of these black women want. They just want to, you know, they want to get their little rocks off, just like you want to get your rocks off. But you won't know that because you ain't honest. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you something. When you're not truthful to a female, vice versa. And when you ain't true to a male that have wisdom and been around, been around the bush a couple of times and know about relationships, it's gonna backfire. It's gonna bite you in the ass at the end. So you're gonna hurt yourself even more when you're not being honest to a person, and when you're trying to be conniving. Just be honest, man. Be honest. That's the best policy. That's all I got to say about that. But I hope y'all on this stream, I hope y'all understanding, because I'm doing this. I kind of like this. I never done a video streaming in a about to be a storm. It's about to be a storm. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, fam. Yeah, this y'all I know who my favorite supporters is. It's all good. Like I say, if I got 2 in the chat room, it doesn't matter to me. So long as I got someone listening, and it's all good. Well, yeah, old R. Kelly, boy. Lord have mercy. And got the women looking at the wall. They can't look at the men. I heard of some of the stuff they was talking about. That what they call that stuff? Submissive stuff. Got women walking around with dog collars and all that crap. All that stuff is pornographic, dogma and stuff. I think the brother got himself caught in this sex magic. He's studying that sex magic. Or he pissed someone off. See, a lot of people been saying he pissed someone off, and they snitching on him. They letting out the information. Usually that's the case. You get yourself up in these places, you're making all this money, it's a price to pay. Especially if it's not by the Most High. If it's demonic, you're gonna have to either take the oath of the demonic stuff, or they're gonna start a smear campaign on you, and that's what they do. See, that's what you gotta understand. If it's not for the Most High, then who in the hell you think it's for? If it's not for the Most High, it's for the demonic proportion of life. So if these people we see as icons and actresses and they pressing charges on them, so it is switched. Cause I only looked at a couple of little excerpts, so they pressing charges on R. Kelly now. Cause one there was a couple sisters, they was in defense of him. They was like, "What are y'all doing? Y'all messing up a good thing," I guess y'all talking in the comment section. It's all good. That's what y'all supposed to do. Come on in here, number 3. Come on and get up in here. Yeah, come on up in here. Where you going at? Got 3 people in the chat room. Come on now. I'm on the storm watch. What you think about this R. Kelly thing? Huh? But yeah, it's crazy, folks. That go to show you, man. A lot of people just don't want to do it the old-fashioned way. Go and get you settled. go settle down with somebody, and that's it. You know, before you be a lonely old soul. To me, it's at a point in time, you gotta you gotta pray for your mate, and that person come in your life, and you know it, you can feel it. You know, she or he can feel it, and go ahead and do the damn thing, and go ahead and just get it over with, and go and have your productive life. But if you keep running around here, chasing after this, chasing after that, chasing after this, chasing after that, you just going, and it's at a certain point in time, the biological clock is ticking. You know, what used to be ain't gonna be at a certain point in time. You know what I'm saying? Look at these people we look up to, and look at them now. They old and wrinkly, you know? Look at all these icons we see now. They old now, you know? Time is something else, you know? If you don't, and especially if you don't got the proper care, here we go. The teeth get to falling out, you know? Stuff starts shriveling up, you know? Stuff don't get aroused like it used to, you know? All comes with age, you know? You fighting against time. I heard one of my favorite, you know, favorite rappers of all time, LL Cool J. LL Cool J say, man, he said it's all natural, but it hurts like hell. He said it hurts. That's why I commend that, bro. He said it hurts like hell because I think he damn near 50 now. Took care of himself. But he said it hurts because he's fighting against time. So if you're fighting against time trying to tell you something, won't you be blessed with the time God gave you and respect his law, statutes, and commandments, and go ahead and get someone that's good for you and settle your ass down. Because it's a sad thing when you run around here, whether you're an entertainer or not an entertainer, just a regular Joe like me on YouTube doing videos. It's a time you're gonna have to settle your ass down, or you're gonna find yourself alone, old, and your toes gonna go up in the air, and that's gonna be it. And that's a sad way to go, folks. Lord have mercy, that's a sad way to go. And believe me, people check out like that every day. On the hour of the clock, minute, second on the clock, they check out like that. Because they thought it was gonna last forever. Look, a lady's life, let's talk about strippers. From what? 17, let's say 17. From 17 to 35. That's it. That's it. That's basically it. From 17 to 35. After that, that's about it. And with that, I enjoyed y'all for chiming in. I appreciate it, because my battery about to be DOA in a minute. So leave y'all comments. Love y'all. Catch up with y'all later, because my battery about to go dead, family. I'm out.